What's going on, motivators? We got another video. Today, we want to talk about New York. New York, the mess New York is turning into, especially with the mayor and the governor. Let's get into this.
We still have to get to the funding of a lot of programs. That's the next phase of the budget, which I hope to expedite once we get agreement on policies like changing the laws related to auto insurance, dealing with let them build so we can build more housing. My other priorities, we're working on those right now, but certainly we have had conversations with the mayor and his team on what some accommodation on the cost of busing looks like.
There are citizens have suggesting that they will be looking to the 2027 deadline to enact regulations that were technically due in 2024 with the CLCPA. Is that something you're considering, and how close are you to the agreement with lawmakers on that particular stimulus?
We have a lot of conversations. We talked about it again this morning. I think we'll get to the right place. This is not where I wanted to be. I would love to be the governor who says we got it done. I would say my goal.
You can see she's being heckled in her own press conference. She's being heckled right now, and she cannot deal with it.
Was to be able to meet these objectives. Really important to me to meet these objectives. I believe in those objectives. But I also have to deal with the realities of the situation, which I've laid out before. So my friends follow me everywhere.
So you could have tax the rich in the background. That would mean that you have the governor and the mayor, they're not on the same page, right? You have Mayor Zoran Mamdani, who wants to give everything free in New York. Free buses, free childcare, free everything, right? And you have Hochul, who is like, no, it's not going to happen. And she's trying to give a press conference right now. You have the people who are the supporters of Zoran Mamdani now heckling the governor of New York.
So, Rebecca, we can talk offline, but we're looking at, I think, a lot more members.
Hey, Rose, can you shut up? What did you kind of ask
Everybody.
You could see that she's uncomfortable right now. But this is what New Yorkers keep voting for. They keep voting for unhealthy policies. You have one sector who wants Zoran Mamdani and another sector who wants Hochul. But they're not aligned because she knows if she was to give Zoran everything that he wants, there'll be no one left to pay anything for the budget, that tremendous large budget that New York has.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I appreciate you covering this important topic because what people may not realize, everything I'm doing is focused on trying to put more money back in their pockets to make life more affordable in New York. And I will be unrelenting in that quest. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. No, everybody has a right to protest. I have been in my fair share of protests. They have a right to do what they're doing here today. That's totally fine with me. I know what I have to do on behalf of 20 million New Yorkers who expect me to deliver. That one's offensive. All right, take care of that.
Wow. Wow. She just said everyone has their right to protest, right? But now she just rage quit and left. It's amazing. It's amazing. She just left. She left everybody at the podium because someone said something she didn't like, right? This is the left for you. But again, it's simple. If the policies that they had were policies that were working for the people, that's not an ideal way to run New York. With the mayor on one side and the governor on the other side, with people in between, it's conflicting.
A true icon of New York, the Staten Island Ferry. The Staten Island Ferry is a beacon on the waters of New York City, shuttling about 45,000 people a day. And the best part? It's free. For decades after opening in 1898, the Staten Island Ferry was just a nickel. Then, in the 1970s, the fare rose to a quarter. And in 1990, 50 cents. But since 1997, the ferry's been free. And New Yorkers have come to know it as a dependable means of transit. And it's the best way to see the Statue of Liberty. So when people say buses can never be free, don't ask them to take a hike. Ask them to take the ferry.
Here's the thing, though. Free childcare. How are you going to know who are the residents of New York if they won't provide an ID? The whole thing is comical. At one point, we had buses that were free. I mean, some states can possibly do it. But the thing is, how will you? And the way that they're proposing for New York especially, they're high on taxes already. To create any free stuff in New York, you got to double the amount. Plus, if you just say or how he's presenting it to tax the rich, guess what? They're fleeing already. So how are you going to get money to help the budget if the rich people are leaving? The only way you could do that is to tax the marginal people. The low income, mid income, those people are the ones they're going to start taxing. And these are the same people who voted for Zoran. And now, again, with the buyer's remorse, who knows what's going to happen?
To tax all Bitcoin transactions in New York City, which means that those of you who depend on Bitcoin, crypto, or that's like part of your success, you can kiss it all goodbye now because you're going to get taxed on it. So he's trying to do any and everything possible to make sure that New Yorkers don't make money. And the ones who are going...
But I guarantee these same people, they're going to feel the pain. And in 4 more years, they're still going to vote for Zoran again. Or if not, someone who's more progressive than he is.
Alongside our governor marks the dawn of a new day. We know that it does so because New Yorkers have lifted it themselves. With their own hands, their refusal to accept that government could not deliver the change that they knew was possible. And that new day will cast a light across our city. It will be felt by millions of New Yorkers, by Mariah in this room, and by so many others across every single part of the city that we call home. It will be felt not only when we make pre-K truly universal, but expand this care to include all 2- and 3-year-olds across the city. As the governor said,
this is where socialists get people. The ideas sound really good. Just listening to it, it sounds really good. But you live in a world of realism, right? But we live in the real world. And in the real world, it says we have to pay for certain things. We all would want free stuff if you look at it in a perspective. But we're being real. Free childcare, free everything, it sounds good. So people naturally flock to things of that nature. The ones who don't have the mindset and don't see that you have to work for your keep. But with that, it's only going to drive New York down the drain. Because now he cannot find the money that he needs. Hochul just rage quit. New York is not going anywhere. It's what most people said. They really wanted New York to feel the burn of what they voted for. I don't know if it's going to make any changes. For the most part, liberals, they keep doing the same thing over and over, and they double down when it gets worse. I wait to see into the future what's going to happen in New York and how this entire thing turns out. All right, motivators, if you like what you hear and see, please like, comment, subscribe, and share a Black veteran's perspective. Stay motivated.